Alright, it is March 16th, and the first 3 episodes of AppleTV show Extrapolations drops tomorrow. After reading some reviews and watching a special inside look Apple posted, I believe I have to correct my speculations a little bit on the Canoo tie-in to the show. Originally, I was under the impression that Jon Snow, or Kit Harington's character, was using a Canoo-based vehicle, but I can't be sure if that's the case anymore. The intel I had gathered was that a very unique autonomous vehicle was being used in the show, and that part of the script was Kit Harington's character being stopped by this angry mob of protesters, with one of them lighting themselves on fire. This does still happen, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think it happens while he's in a canoe. It's possible that they did originally use it for this scene, and perhaps it got changed in a reshoot. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's also possible that I had my wires crossed and they never used it in the first place for that. But the good news is, regardless, is that the Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle still makes an appearance in the show, just not exactly in the way that I was thinking that it would.
Before getting into that, though, let's just take a quick look and see why we think that he's no longer inside of a canoe. If we watch a little snippet here from the inside peek.
And Kit Harington is sort of the connective tissue in this entire series.
Good evening, everyone.
So here's a freeze frame of the scene that I'm talking about. We see here that it's glowing red, presumably from someone on fire in front of him. And I'm not sure what he's driving. It looks like a premium luxury sedan. Whether or not he's in the front seat driving or it's autonomous, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see in a couple days what happens. But this does not look like it's inside of a Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle to me. Now, moving on, we're going to take a look at the very brief clip of the real Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle that certainly does appear within the show.
We must save ourselves.
And there you go. That is, I'm like 95% sure that that is the back of a Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle, probably the beta version of the production cycle. And if we look at some other photos of the rear interior of the beta version of the Canoo, we can see it's pretty dang similar. So maybe I'm 100% certain that that is the back of a Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle. So this is just one of the photos that I've seen that's taken from the set of Extrapolations while they were filming in New York City. And if we zoom in here on the bumper, we see that there is a logo here for a company called LifePause. If we look at a review from Andrew Webster for The Verge, we see here what he's talking about, how kind of the anthology of the episodes all tie in. While each episode is essentially a standalone story, there are threads connecting them. You'll see characters, technology, and of course the environment change over time. For instance, in 2037, there's an ad for a genome technology firm that wants to save animals from extinction. Then, the story in 2046 follows a researcher, played by Sienna Miller, working for that company in order to learn about what might be the last humpback whale. And so, to me, that company sounds like it's probably named LifePause. So it's funny, while I was going through some of the trailers looking for B-roll footage to stick in the beginning of this video, I actually noticed something that I apparently was oblivious to the first couple times going through them. There's actually about 1 second's worth of footage from the aforementioned LifePause advertisement.
What if we were able to develop technology that would allow us to survive, maybe even thrive?
So yeah, there you go. Looks like I was right after all. That is definitely the same company, although it's slightly different logo than what's on the bumper. One other thing that caught my eye during the trailer is that these two police cars are also electric vehicles. They are Ford Mach-E's. I'm going to guess that most of the vehicles featured in this show probably will be electric vehicles. Whether or not they actually exist in production or not is something else, but at least the Mach-E here and the Canoes are actual production vehicles. Well, there you have it. That's what we know so far. I think episode 2 is probably the one that has the life pause storyline with Sienna Miller doing her research and ending up talking to a whale or something like that. So we'll see. Hopefully they have good interior shots. It seems like they do, and exterior shots, and really focus on the unique futuristic design that is the Canoo Lifestyle Vehicle.